Yeah, we're live now. Go on.
Good evening, fight fans. Welcome to a Boardroom Bants live podcast in conjunction with Goonerclaude TV. Claude, thanks for having us, mate. And we're with the original Bantster himself, a.k.a. Terry Davis, a.k.a. the Romford Rambo, a.k.a. I'm a Gooner. Terry, talk to me, mate. What's the atmosphere like out there? It must be electric right now.
Unbelievable, mate. The atmosphere is unbelievable. I must say, over the last day since I've been here, the consensus is it's all Tyson Fury. But coming in the stadium today, I say it's 50-50 at the moment, but you'll hear it go live in a minute. We're just waiting for them to come out for the live weigh-in.
Well, we'll just talk, and whatever happens, we'll just go with it live, mate. It's not often we get to do this. I feel like I'm on Sky Sports or something. It's absolutely mental. We've got a special guest coming in here, Ken, another big boxing fan. Hello, Kenny. How you doing, mate?
All good, mate. I'm all good. You good?
I'm good, mate. I'm with the original Bantster himself, Terry Davis. I'm a Gooner. He's out there live. Anything you want to ask him along the way, feel free, Kenny. It's mental, isn't it? So, go on, just talk, Terry, just tell me a little bit more, mate, right? You were saying you feel like everyone's back in Fury at the moment. That's a bit of a surprise to me. I thought the Yanks and the Americans, should I say, would have loved Wilder out there.
No, as I said, I mean, walking all through the hotel, everywhere outside. As I said, the consensus at the moment is Fury fans everywhere, mate.
Mental. Absolutely.
He's definitely brought the crowd with him from England and Wales and Scotland and Ireland with him, and they're all here, mate. But just coming in today into the arena, as I said, they've been doing the bomb squad, shouts out from all over the thing. So
I'm a Fury fan, mate. Bum squad. That's what I call it. Right, so I'm hearing. So we're talking about the weigh-in a little bit. And Kenny, if you got any questions you want to cut in at any time, mate, feel free. Yeah. Weigh-in wise, I'm hearing rumours that Wilder wants to come in heavier than he usually is. I mean, he's never come in more than 229 pounds. Rumours are it could be as much as 245. I mean, Fury's 256 on an average. Is there anyone talking about that at all?
Are you talking to Kenny or me, Lev?
No, you. Did you hear me about the actual weight? Wilder's apparently coming in heavier than normal, 245 pounds up to, they're saying.
Do you know what? I do think this is all publicity stunt, to be honest. I think he'll come in on weight like he did last time. As you see, I don't know if people see yesterday the sort of press conference with Fury having, to me, it looked like he had loads of lads on. So I reckon he's doing mind games, and when he comes out today, he's going to be fit and lean and even better shape than what he was before, mate.
Mate, Kenny, we don't usually get a chance to do this, mate. So fire away if you've got any questions for him, mate. I know you're a big boxing fan. Fire away, mate.
Well, thing is, I tell first things first is that I've been hearing there's a slight rumour that there's problems in there's a few slight problems in Fury's camp. Is there any talk about that out there, Tel?
Of what I've got, mate, there is nothing like that whatsoever. Everything's all good in the camp. He's had a great camp, I've been hearing. I've been on a Fury tour today, doing a bit of gun shooting and a bit of inside information, to be honest, mate. And the census is good. There's nothing.
Yeah, but another question to ask you, obviously, talking about, it's one of the biggest concerns for me as well, is that everyone's, in terms of like Fury, is a change of style this late in the camp. Because obviously he's been with Ben Davis since he's come out of, since he's made his comeback, and then he's made the late change to with a new trainer.
Sorry, Kenny, I'm going to have to break you up a minute because I think Wilder's coming in. Hold up, mate.
All right.
Oh, here comes Tom. You can hear that.
Crazy.
Tyson's coming through now.
I'm jealous right now, mate. I'm telling you.
Tyson's just on his walkout. He's on the big screens. You're going to hear a big, massive cheer in a minute, boys.
All right, we'll just go with it, Terry, and see what happens, mate. You'll never know what happens with this. Going back to tactics, there's rumours. I mean, Tyson Fury's claiming he's going for the knockout, right? What do you reckon?
Listen, mate, I reckon this is what all the tactics are. I reckon Fury wants to beat him this time, fair and square, and get it over and done with. He don't want it going to the scorecards. None of us want it to go to the scorecards because you know what happens.
I mean,
and to be honest,
hasn't he? He's got Sugar Hill in, and the idea apparently behind that is to work on punch power and timing and balance, which is surprising to me because I would have thought that he would have fought pretty similar because it was so successful in the last fight. He won it hands down for me, but you reckon he's actually going for the knockout?
As I said to you, mate, I reckon he's actually going for the knockdown. I reckon he doesn't want it to go to the scorecards. I reckon he wants to put a great performance in for the fans that all come out here. And to be honest, I think Wilder is a bit scared of him. I mean, because if you look at the last fight, in that last round, was it the last round he put him on the floor, Tyson? He looked at him. He looked at Tyson Fury when he put him on the floor, and he thought it was all over. And seeing Tyson Fury get up off that floor after he's took basically his hardest punch, I think he's got a bit of fear factor into him, Wilder. That is just my fault personally.
Yeah, Terry. One of the things we people tend to discount because you've got to realise is that they're pretty similar in certain things in terms of height and reach, but both of them are very fast as well because you've got a boxer who's very quick got speed of hand and foot. But you also got a puncher who's got speed of hand and foot. And one of the things about Wilder is that a lot of times he looks out off balance, but what happens is that his speed of hand and foot does get him out of trouble. And I think one of the things that Tyson's talking about, I know we're talking about Tyson and he's going to get the job done here and there, but one of my biggest concerns is that you can't teach power. You can teach time. You either got power or you haven't. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm very surprised that Deontay Wilder is getting me discounted because what I'm looking at is that what went well in the first fight.
Sorry, Kenny, I'm going to have to cut in again here, mate, Kenny, because we've got Jimmy Lennon.
He's done this before, Kenny. He thinks he's on Sky Sports, didn't he, mate? Eh? Sorry, Kenny. Got to cut you off right now.
Jimmy Lennon's just about to give the speech for the boxers to come in. He's on stage now. Don't know if you can see that on the screen.
Yeah. That's
the fight announcer.
Every day, is it? So that's your seat, is it, Terry? That's where you'll be sitting, is it?
Yeah, I'm about 4 rows back from where I am tomorrow night when it goes live.
Terry, how much your ticket cost you for tomorrow? How much your ticket cost by
the tickets cost? Is this it? Oh no. I think these are the undercard weigh-ins.
It's the ring girls, isn't it? It's the ring girls.
Yeah, no.
There stops for the ring girls.
We've got a couple of undercard weigh-ins going on at the minute.
Sorry, back me question in. Is that Tyson and even with Sugar Hill, they're both quick fighters. Like I said, one's a puncher who can take you out in one punch. One's a boxer. One of my biggest concerns is, in terms of Tyson Fury, is that he's got to be twice as good as he was before to actually get that knockout he's looking for. And I just don't think Tyson, too late, late in the 11th hour should be changing his tactics. I'm a bit surprised by that.
No, I understand where you're coming from, Kenny, to be fair. But what I think you've got to look at is that really, in my eyes, what I've seen of Wilder in the few fights that I've seen him live, and obviously the last one, is he's not technically good. He's not a technically good boxer. He's got the power. Do you know what I mean? He knows that it's just one punch, lights out sort of thing.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that he's still got a jab. He's still got that jab, and I think what Tyson mentioned it last week in his interview with Top Rank when he had Sean Porter and he had Andre Ward. One of the things they did talk about is he did say that he did compliment Wilder on his jab, and I think that's where Wilder's got to look. I think another thing is Wilder as well. I think both fighters, I don't see in the first fight they didn't really use too many body punches. Now, if Tyson wants to, like I said, get that knockout, I think he's got to go downstairs. What do you think, Tel?
Yeah, I mean, what you got to look at, and Hawking, is that obviously I think that was just his second or third fight from his comeback title.
Yeah,
in the last fight. Do you know what I mean? So this time round, he's obviously got a better camp. He's had a better training, Finny. He's going to be in better shape than ever. He's going to be physically in better shape. So I think he's going to be fantastic, mate. Tyson Fury, I think.
Terry, sorry to interrupt, mate. I think you hit the nail on the head there for me. Right, he fought a Fury that had been out pretty much for 3 years. Right, he's going to fight a much fitter, a much more prepared Fury this time around. Another thing you got going for you as well is that Fury he could change tactics. I don't think Wilder can. Fury might go for the knockout. If it doesn't work, then he can return to the type and still do what he did in the last fight. Whereas Wilder's only got one tactic, and that's to knock you out. If he doesn't knock you out, he's always been hard on the fight with all teams. He was behind the cards fight. He was behind the cards fight. So for me, he's easily outboxed. It is just the question: is will Fury be able to avoid that punch? For me, I think Fury's going to be more prepared this time, and I think he'll probably win it in a very similar fashion. But my one doubt is I don't think Fury's got that knockout punch. So let's see.
So I think that's going to be the biggest worry for Tyson as well. Is that it's always going to be in his back of the mind if he gets careless or he gets tired or puts his hands down. One thing about it is you can't discount the speed of Deontay Wilder, especially with that right hand, and he's got a very deceptive jab as well. I think both, as I said before, for me it's a 50-50 fight. Obviously Tyson Fury's got the skills, but I think when you fight for heavyweight title and you defend it so many times, you have that sort of big fight experience. You look at Tyson Fury as well. He's a better boxer, but in terms of big fight experience, there's only two big fights where Klitschko really won the title, and the title that he probably should have won in last December. So again, that's what's so intriguing, that people discount Deontay Wilder's boxing ability, but in terms of big fight experience, it's probably higher than Fury's.
Man, that is crazy. I mean, look, I get what you're saying, Kenny. And it is going to be 50-50 purely down to that equaliser punch. But as boxing goes, Fury won that last fight quite easily.
Oh, of course,
even with that knockdown. And I do think that if you look at the two different cards, Wilder's cards, previous records, and Fury's, I mean, really and truthfully, the one thing that goes against me for Wilder is he's had, 40-plus fights? And how many top-end fighters, like the real cream of the crop, has he fought? Well, I mean, Fury has fought Klitschko, he's fought the big guys, so even AJ has. And Fury's the biggest test Wilder's ever had, and he lost that hands down last time.
But again, I think this fight is a legacy fight for both men. They're clearly they're out and out the best heavyweights at the moment. And I don't say that with any disrespect to Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua, if he wants to be, like I said, a fighter or a legend, he has to beat one of these two. He has to fight the winner. But I think in terms of like this fight itself, I ain't gonna lie. It's one of those things where if Fury does it, it'll probably be the first time in about maybe 20-something years a boxer has actually beat a puncher. Remember, 24 years ago, Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson was a bit worried, he was a puncher, and Evander Holyfield was a boxer. And that hasn't happened for 24 years. The last time before that was Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. So
it worked all right for Ali, though, didn't it, mate? It did.
And it worked all right for that thing. But again, my biggest worry for Tyson Fury is that, regardless of what you say about Deontay Wilder, he's a live fighter, and I still worry about the amount of times Tyson's had at the ring. It may catch up with him in his fight. That's my biggest worry.
So boys, let's put our next on the block then. Terry, who you got, mate, and why?
I am going for Fury, and I'm going to go for a knockdown in the 9th round. I just think Fury is a much better fighter. He's an orthodox fighter. In the last fight, Wilder didn't know how to handle him. Let's be honest. And obviously, it was just that one punch that saved him. Because really, as we've just said, all of us, is that in that last fight, I mean, Fury won it hands down. So, I mean, I'm going for Fury in the 9th round, boys. Don't know about yourself. You, Ken?
Jesus Christ, it's a $64,000 question, isn't it? But no, on a serious level, I just think if it'd been any other fighter other than Wilder, it'd have been Fury on points by a mile, winning 9-3. But the fact of the matter is that I'm worried about not only just Wilder's punch power, he's also very quick to handle foot, especially when he's out of balance and gets out of trouble. And Murray's got a cut as well, a massive cut, 48 stitches. Wilder opens that up pretty early. You know, like I said, no matter how much Tyson Fury likes, if he has some bravado, that could be an issue. So I'm probably going to go for Wilder. Shut up, Ken. I don't want it to happen, but I think an 8th round knockout.
Wow. So you've gone for Wilder, Ken. I mean, look, I'm going to say this, guys. I mean, even with the knockdowns, Fury won that fight hands down for me, the last fight. Easy, right? You could easily have given 8-9 rounds to Fury. And even when he got up, he was giving Wilder a beating after he got up. And Wilder just about clung on. So, yes, I know my one concern is Fury changes his tactics to think he has to knock him out and puts himself in jeopardy. But then if he does have to knock him out, I think he'd have to fight him a lot closer to take away his leverage and fight him on the inside. And I don't see Fury having to do that. He doesn't really need to. So for me, Fury wins this fight. I think he's in Wilder's head personally. I like to hear what everyone else is saying out there. I've had a few on here saying Fury's going to win easily. Another saying that it was a draw. I don't think it was. I like to hear what others are saying, but personally, I think it's going to be a very similar fight to the last one. And I just think Fury's just got to avoid getting hit. So, you know, that's where it's at. But it'll be interesting to see what weight they come in at and whether it's all kidology or whether Wilder is coming in extra heavy. If Wilder comes in extra heavy, it could tire him a lot quicker. Whereas,
definitely.
You know, I don't know if that's a wise decision. Whereas I think Fury's going to be even fitter and even more stamina this time around.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Liv. And that's different. It's another undercard weighing. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Lev. I think it's just mind games, and like you said, as soon as they come out, we get to see what weights they're both at, and then we probably can gauge sort of the game plans of what's going to go on during the fight tomorrow night in the Garden Arena at the MGM, mate.
Oh, interesting point here by Misa Back, by the way. Sorry to interrupt, Ken.
Yeah.
What about the cut? What about that cut?
That's what I said earlier. I said earlier. The fact of the matter is that it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Against a punch like Wilder, who's going to be looking for that punch, and it won't be the right hand that does it. It'll be the jab, and that's one of the things Fury's got to do. Is that he's all worried a lot about the right hand, but it's his jab. You don't want that cut opening up, because when that cut opens up, then what will happen is that you bring the referee into play, because the referee's going to look at it, he's going to see Wilder throwing punches and punches, and he may step in or the doctor can stop him. So again, that's why I think both fighters, especially at Tyson Fury, come in as light as possible. You do not want to negate your speed by coming in heavier. The same goes for Wilder. Remember, use your advantages. It's not just your boxing ability or your power for Wilder, it's your speed that is going to be key in this fight, especially for all 12 rounds. So only an idiot will come in heavier than they were last fight.
Don't forget, boys, that these two fighters are still undefeated.
Yeah.
So they're still going to want to keep that. Do you know what I mean? They're still going to want that 0 at the end of tomorrow night, boys.
Yeah,
I think the pressure is going to be on the judges as well to make sure that it's more conclusive.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've had a gentleman, Sigismund I think it is. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, Sigismund, but he's asking about the weight difference. Yeah, Dijkstra. Okay, mate. Good, Kenny. I'm gonna let you do that one. Look, weight difference. I think it's not going to play so much into Fury's side of things, because he's a heavy guy, he's used to it, he's a big guy. I think it might play a factor with regards to Wilder. He might be doing it for more power. It might work earlier in the round, but later on, it's going to take its toll on him. He's not used to. The most he's come in at is 229 pounds, right? There's talk about 245. Now, if he comes in at 245, that is big. for someone of he's quite a thin frame, isn't he? So
yeah. Well, that's the thing, Lev. The thing is, Lev, right? It's not just Fury that has to avoid being hit. It's also Wilder's got to avoid being hit. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't want to be in a situation where Tyson Fury is getting a combination of jabs in or going southpaw. Because if Tyson Fury's hitting him in the face, he's scoring points. He's winning rounds.
Yeah.
So Wilder has to be in a situation. He doesn't want to be like Derek Chisora in the last fight with Tyson Fury. 6 years ago when they fought in the XL Arena, where Derek Chisora was just a standing punch bag. You know what I mean? And that fight, a ref, he's calling out to pull him out. And that's why I'm a biggest fight. I don't understand why fighters decide to negate their advantages by going in big. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
If you're going in big, you're going for a knockout. That doesn't happen in all-time boxing.
That's why I'm not convinced Fury's going to change tack. I think Fury is playing with Wilder's head. I think Fury knows he's got him beat already. Why change? Terry, what do you think, mate?
Sorry, we're speaking to me.
Can you hear me, Terry? Can you hear me out there in Vegas, Terry?
Yeah, yeah, I'm still here, mate. We're just speaking to me then.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think this whole Fury thing, he's not changing tact. Now, Wilder might be, because I think Wilder is a little bit worried going the distance. Because let's face it, I think Wilder now knows if it does go the distance, he loses. Yeah. So Wilder is going for the knockout. There's no doubt. So I think the weight rumours with regards to Wilder might be true. But I don't think Fury's changing his tactics.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think Wilder's going to do exactly the same thing as he did last time. He's going to be honest, I think he might come out in the first few rounds and try and knock Fury out. That is the way I see the fight. I think that is it.
Yeah.
Risky.
Because like you just said just a minute ago, if it goes to the later rounds, I don't think he knows he's going to win Fury. Wilder.
Kenny, does he have a choice, mate? He doesn't have a choice, Kenny, because if he doesn't knock him out, then he's going to lose.
He won't win a fight. But the thing about it is that one thing Wilder has to do, he has to take it out of his head. It's all boxing about a mindset. He has to say to himself, right, yes, this guy's a better boxer than me, but I've got 36 minutes to win this fight. Now, if I don't do it he shouldn't get this items if he doesn't do it by 9 rounds. Yes, Fury might knock his point, but again, he is the hardest hitting heavyweight of all time. He hits harder than Mike Tyson. He's a heavier puncher than Lewis, and he definitely hits harder than George Foreman. And if he's still in the 12th round, even though he's losing by points, he's still in the fight because of that punch. And that's why it's very important for Tyson Fury not to come in heavy, to still have that elusiveness, because if he comes in heavy to try and then he's going to be tired, and then Wilder's going to think, hello, all good. I'm in with this.
All right, let's just touch on a few comments here. There's Time Bandit. There's AJ stands no chance against Wilder or Fury. AJ is a good boxer, but isn't on their level. That will come out in the wash. Another guy, Flow Rider, is asking why there's 3 American judges, which is a pretty decent point there. Why have we got 3 American judges? Why isn't it fair? Why isn't there a British judge there or some neutral judges? Fury definitely lost that fight on bad judges last time.
Remember one thing, guys. 21 years ago, when Holyfield fought Lewis, when it went to a draw, it was an American judge who had Lewis winning, a woman, and then there was another one who had. American judge had it to Holyfield. Then another judge gave it to Lewis, and it was a British judge, O'Connell, that gave it as a draw. So remember, British judge Rob Lennox Lewis in the first fight. So nationality, won't count for nothing, because the end of the day, as Terry saying, the betting is on Fury to win by points.
Terry, we got Flip Flop Springer on the show. Flip Flop Springer. He boings around. Flip Flop Springer. Nice to have you on the show, mate. He's saying, I don't think AJ could beat any of them, but naturally, he's not saying anything about who's going to win this fight. Springer, put your neck on the block, mate, and tell us who's going to win this fight. Last time we spoke to him in 2 sentences, he said Fury then Wilder, Wilder then Fury.
He changes his mind every second, doesn't he, Liv?
I know, that's why we call him flip-flop. So anyone else on this show, ask questions. We'll ask the questions live. Go on, Terry. Sorry to interrupt, mate.
That's all right, mate. I was just going to say, I do agree with Sprinter there, though. I do think that AJ has been at his best now, and unfortunately, I don't think he'll be able to compete with Wilder or Fury. That is just my point of view.
Is it because of what happened with Ruiz? Is it the Ruiz fight that opened your eyes, or you always felt that about AJ?
Do you know what? Personally, Kenny, for me, I think Eddie Hearn was his downfall in the fact of that he took him over to America. He should have, be AJ, doing well and smashing everybody up over in England, having all the belts. He should have told Eddie Hearn, no, I want to stay at home. And that's my point of view. And when he went over there, he looked lethargic, he looked unfit, he didn't look like he had a good training camp. So there was obviously things going on in the background. But for me, his downfall was going abroad and not keeping it at home.
Terry,
but don't you think with AJ though? Sorry.
Go on, Kelly. Go on. Ask your question, mate.
No, I think. Sorry. I think with AJ though, one thing you look at it is that Anthony Joshua is not just Anthony Joshua the fight. Anthony Joshua's a business now.
Yeah.
And one of the things about it is that when you do fight in America, that's where the money is. Yeah, you can fill out Wembley, and many times they get 90,000 fans, got a lot of pay-per-view. But if you look at where you are now, there's probably going to be about 5,000, 6,000 fans watching that tell. But the money from the betting, gambling, and the TV rights around the world is bigger in Las Vegas than it would be at Wembley. And that's where Anthony Joshua had to go to the United States.
Yeah.
The businessman, that is.
So Terry,
yes.
I know we're talking about fight tactics and all that, and it's great. We could go back to that. We're here for as long as we can, I guess. But I mean, for the viewers watching, it's a very rare thing for us to be able to do this. It's usually people with big budgets like Sky Sports and all that. The Boardroom Bants budgets. Yeah, we sent you out there.
Can't thank you enough, boys.
You drew the straw that everyone wanted, mate. So just tell us a little bit more about behind the scenes stuff we don't usually get to see. What's going on out there, and what you been doing out there, and what are we to expect? I mean, I know we're going to be expecting more footage from you throughout this weekend that we're going to put on our new channel, Boardroom Bants. Thanks, Claude, for having us. Please subscribe. Keep an eye out for it. Come and subscribe. We'll have loads of different things for guys, for boys, whether it's sports, football, boxing, it could be music, films. We'll be chatting about loads of different subjects. But give us a little bit more about what you've been doing out there on this tour, mate.
Yeah, first of all, let's just say that this is my first time out in Vegas. I'm staying at the MGM, and it is absolutely massive, boys. You can't describe how big this hotel is. It's unbelievable. And I'll tell you the best thing about it is that you have stars just walking about in the concourse with no security around them, nothing, just literally relax. They walk into the arena, you can go up to them, have photos, and it's just so relaxed out here. Not like back home, you'd have security people around them and police around them and all things like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just so more relaxed out here. As regard to what I've been doing today, I went on a Fury tour. We done a bit of desert gun shooting with rifles and things, Tommy guns and pump guns and a lot. I've got all
Romford Rambo.
So that's been brilliant. And obviously we're at the live weigh-in now. And then tomorrow night, obviously, I'm here live at the Garden Arena at the MGM watching Fury against Wilder 2. Hopefully I get some more footage tomorrow night for the new channel.
Nice.
And then obviously at the after party and all. So hopefully I can get some secret footage and maybe, you never know, some interviews. I'll try my hardest, boys.
Tell whose after party are you going to be at?
Fury's.
No, he's serious. I'm serious, Kenny. Yeah. You showed me some pictures of people you've seen out there so far. Tell us some of the who's you've seen out there, mate, because I've seen some mad pictures.
Yeah, well, just in front of me, you won't be able to see it if I turn it around. Just in front of me here, we've got Andre Wald, who's doing an interview for obviously a sports channel.
He's doing Boardroom Bants later.
Just in front of me down there, you've got Dempsey, who does Sky Sports with Lennox Lewis, David A, and there's someone else. I can't quite figure out who that is. We're seeing Mike Tyson walking through the concourse. There's a load of NFL players that we're seeing walking through the concourse. Yeah, and like I said, you just got them walking about casually through the hotel, mate. Like they're just an ordinary person. It's unbelievable.
So you've seen them all walking past you while you're walking around?
Yeah, I've got all photos that we can upload to the channel when it goes live.
Brilliant.
So yeah, we've got all of that.
Right. Can I just talk about your channel, right? Are you going to do it through Claude, or are you going to do it, or are you going to get? Are you going to do a partnership with Claude, or you're just going to do your own thing?
Claude kindly, he's going to be involved with our channel, Kenny, with regards to football. And we're going to be doing some other little segments for guys as well, with mental health awareness, things like that. We want to provide something for guys where we can all come and talk like lads would do in a pub. You know, a lot of a lot of sort of good vibes. You know, just general relaxed vibes. So we're going to be doing our own channel called Boardroom Bants on YouTube. But we thought we'd ease it in, and Claude kindly, suggested let's do it through here. You know, he's got a reach already, and he's going to be on our show, and we'll be inviting people like you on, mate, or football ones. We're not going to just have it as Arsenal. We don't want it just to be Arsenal. We want other fans to come in. I totally agree.
I totally agree with you. I think what's happening is that the Arsenal situation
is saturated.
But I think what's happening is there's a lot of talent. Right, you love boxing, I love boxing, Tel likes boxing. Yeah. There's more to us than just being Arsenal fans. We're football fans as well.
We focus on that.
And we should let others do that. You know, there's people doing their Arsenal podcast and whatever, and good luck to them. I wish nobody any malice. I want everyone to do really well. But we want to do something a little bit different. We want to open it up to guys in general. We want to talk about everything that guys do, not just Arsenal, not just football. We love a lot. We love a lot of different things, mate.
I mean,
we'll have people like you on the show, you know?
You got people like Johnny who like darts and things like that. I like darts, you know what I mean? We've got cricket.
I love cricket.
So it's going to be about all sorts, you know what I mean? Especially
me and Claude love cricket. Me and Claude love cricket, by the way.
As a Turk, I don't have a clue about cricket.
Yes, you do.
We don't know, mate, I don't. But like we'll be having MMA, for example. Springer's brother is a pro MMA fighter, UFC. We'll have him on. We'll hopefully have some old boxers on. Dart, as he said, snooker, anything.
Listen, boys,
we're open to talk about.
Sorry to cut in there, Lev.
Go on, Terry.
We've got side-by-side pictures of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury backstage. Deontay Wilder is cuddling his girlfriend, just relaxing, and Tyson Fury is cuddling his trainer, taking the piss out of Deontay Wilder at the moment. Everyone's laughing.
That sounds about right, doesn't it, mate?
So, as you can tell, I think Tyson is very relaxed at the minute.
Mate,
I'll tell you one thing about those two is that despite all the banter, I think what's happening is that you've got to shake their hands. They clearly respect each other. They clearly need each other, and they clearly dance. They're very, very, very good dance partners, aren't they?
Well, do you know what, mate? You've hit the nail on the head there for me, Kenny, because it's bringing it back to the old days when we used to love heavyweight boxing. It used to be that, a couple of fighters that you wanted them to go head to head, some trilogy fights. We never had those. We haven't had those for a while. The big shows pretty much killed it for us. And heavyweight was disappeared for a while. And AJ and Hearn have had a massive impact on heavyweight boxing. Let's not take away the credit there. But AJ has had a fundamental impact on bringing heavyweight boxing back to the forefront. However, I think Wilder needed this big fight with a Fury. It's bringing the interest back. We're all hoping, it will lead on to another big fight between either Fury and AJ or AJ and Wilder. So there's loads going on, mate. And you know what? It's about bloody time too. Because boxing in the heavyweight division was boring for a very long time.
Well, remember the thing with boxing as well is that MMA, especially in the United States, especially with young people, is rivaling boxing. To the extent that more young people are talking about MMA. Like I said, you look at some Conor McGregor, you look at Nogi Midov, or I can't pronounce that. They put their records on the line. That's why they're not unbeaten fighters. And I think that's what the frustration was with boxers, is that back in the day, it was all boxing. At the end of the day, it's about TV. If you can put bums on seats or sell to a TV audience, you get a slot. But what happens is that when you get that money, is that you protect your records. where you promote protects your records. So what's happening right now is that both fighters are putting everything on the line. So a message to AJ now is that you've got your belts, but you'll never be a great until you fight these two. You beat these two, you're up there.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me, Ken, yeah? Yeah, I don't know what's happening to Lev. He's frozen at the moment, but as long as you can still hear me, that's all right, Ken. You can hear me,
sweet, yeah, let's come back.
Yeah, so going back to what you said, I think, can you hear us, Lev?
I'm back, mate. I'm back like Fury. I was
Lev, we can't hear you.
for a few seconds, mate. No?
We can't hear you, Lev.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Claude?
I can hear Ken. I can hear you.
Can you hear me, Ken?
Right.
Yeah.
Kenny can hear me, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got.
No, we're back. We're back.
Quickly, we've got one more weigh-in before Tyson Fury and Wilder come out. But yeah, just getting back to your point. I mean, boxing. When I think the last ones really was Riddick Bowe and Holyfield was a big heavyweight. You know what I mean? And then it went downhill a bit then, and I think a lot of boxing fans went over to MMA because I sure did anyway. But with obviously AJ and Tyson Fury and Wilder, now I think the boxing fans are starting to come back.
But don't you think British boxing fans? I think what's happening is that remember after the heavyweight division when we lost Lennox Lewis, we had a very strong super middleweight rivalry. Like at super middleweight, we were very strong in this country.
No, we were.
So that again, Ken, sorry.
Yeah, in terms of super middleweight, back in the day, especially around in the 80s, the late 90s, and the 21st century, we're very strong in super middleweight. Remember, we had Eubank, Bain, Watson, and then we had, Joe Kazaki, Carl Froch, George Groves, James NeGale, all good. And that's where the money was, because what was happening was let's get it right. The Klitschko brothers and the German how do I say it, boxing mafia controlled the heavyweight division. So a lot of fight fans, British fight fans, got to the super middleweight division.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. All them boxers you just said were absolutely unbelievable fighters then. Do you know what I mean? And that was what was great about boxing then, is that you had to fight the best all the time. Do you know what I mean? Because they was all the best. Whereas now you get lost sometimes, and like we were trying to say earlier about Deontay Wilder, if you look at the people we beat, out of them 40 people, you'd probably really, if you're not a boxing fan, only know 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, but I think another thing we've got to take into consideration, guys, is that all these big fighters are contracted to different TV stations. Remember, Anthony Joshua was Duzan and Sky Sports. Deontay Wilder was with, was it Showtime or one of them, HBO, and Tyson Fury's was top rank as well. So it's getting to all do a deal, isn't it?
Yeah, no, exactly, mate. He did indeed. Lev, we can't hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, boys. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lev. I can hear Lev.
I can't hear Lev.
Oh, that's a bit weird. Okay, so look,
tell him
Kenny,
to drop me out, Ken, and put me back in.
I can't because Claude's running this.
Can you hear me, Ken?
I can hear. I'll just give you. I'll just get you to talk to Lev anyway.
I
can't hear what Lev's saying whatsoever. So ask him to drop me out and put me back in.
Yeah, but Lev can't do it because Claude's controlling the thing.
Oh,
what we have to do is I've got to be the interpreter. Oh, Claude's locked you out.
Oh, maybe Claude's listening now, so let's have a... Thank you, Claude.
Can
you hear him? Can't hear me, Terry. Kenny, you can hear me, can't you, mate?
Yeah, I can still hear you, yeah.
Can you hear me?
That's a strange one. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, Ken. I can't hear Lev, no.
Bloody... why don't Claude try and lock me out and bring me back in?
Right,
Claude.
so you...
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, Tel?
I can hear you, Ken, loud and clear. I can hear you, mate.
Yeah. So I think the thing about it is that you hit the nail on the head about like the best fighters find each other now. Can you hear Lev now?
Testing, 1, 2.
Yeah, I can hear him now. Well done, Lev. Yeah,
we're back. Yes, go on, Kenny. Carry on, mate.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the situations about boxing in itself is that boxing can't take itself for granted now. Especially with someone like Dana White with MMA. Yeah. Dana White is probably he's very much a modern day Don King. You know what I mean? He is the best thing that's ever happened for boxing to a certain extent, because what he's done is he's stopped the complacency. He stopped people like Bob Aaron, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren being complacent. They are now have no choice but get the best to fight the best, and especially at heavyweight boxing, because in other weights they do fight the best.
Kenny, I'll have to say, I think it's very underrated what Eddie Hearn's done for boxing. Because, you know, until he took AJ and really went to town with it, you know, his dad had moved on to darts, snooker. His dad was in that era you were mentioning before, the Bants, the Watson. You know, it was him and Warren, wasn't it, mainly? And,
definitely.
And Maloney, who is now Kelly. Look, you know, Time Bandits mentioned one thing. I don't want to digress, but Time Bandits mentioned a real massive fight I loved. The Calzaghe Lacey fight. It was very much the Lacey hype. That fight, Calzaghe was absolutely ridiculous in that
he
fight.
Battered him. It's in Manchester in 2006, wasn't it?
Good shout, Time Bandit. That's one of my favourite fights, along with Nigel Benn and McCrory. That was it. McCrory, Nigel Benn, McClellan. Nigel Benn, McClellan. That fight is amazing. But Time Bandit, that fight was definitely up there. But look, I think, as I was saying, I think Hearns really brought boxing back, and his undercards generally are pretty good too.
I think what Hearns done is that you got to remember before is that Barney, his mate Barney Eastwood beat Barney Francis Sky. What he did is that he only wanted to deal with one promoter because he felt the boxing wasn't getting his action on. So basically, he gave all his dates to Eddie Hearn at Sky. So what was happening now is that Eddie Hearn is basically struck gold with two fighters. Carl Froch is pay-per-view boy in terms of the George Groves fights, and obviously remember he had the pay-per-view with first pay-per-view he had with what's that guy? Danish guy, his English mother. Danish guy, English man as Kessler. That was in that was at the O2. Then you had the first George Groves fight, pay-per-view in Manchester.
Yeah, but you know what?
Wembley.
Froch earned the stripes though. He did fight big fights. He fought everyone, didn't he? Really?
Yeah, but definitely. But the thing about it is, in terms of Eddie Hearn, he's had two pay-per-view guys who put food on the table. Carl Froch first, and then Anthony Joshua. So to a certain extent, Eddie Hearn's got lucky with those two fighters that they're marketable and they put bums on seats, and I think that's where Eddie Hearn could kick on from there. Whereas Frank, obviously, is golden egg is Tyson Fury. Although we've got to look out for Daniel Dubois. I think he's the next one coming up.
I'm not convinced with Dubois, mate. What do you think, Terry? Dubois, I'm not really convinced with him. I mean, Beatbox Dre is saying the audio is poor. Beatbox Dre, sorry, mate. We're live, and it's Vegas. We're just playing it by ear. It's not something we can do all the time. So let's just roll with it and enjoy it. Up and coming heavyweights, Terry. Thoughts? Who you got your eye on?
I could just about hear you for a minute, mate.
Yeah. Who you got your eye on in regards to up and coming heavyweights, mate?
Can
you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can sort of hear you just about. I think it's because we're getting ready now.
Okay, mate. Well, look. Some are saying Joe Joyce. Some are saying Dubois. You know what? I'm not convinced. I would have liked to have seen Dillian White get his shot, and for me, that's where
we left that Dillian.
Yeah, listen, Dillian White, right? I think my one gripe with Wilder is, for me, he's avoided Dillian White. He's been mandatory for a while now, and he won't fight him. And I think that's because he's not the type of fighter that suits him. He'll fight him on the inside, he'll take him to the trenches, and it won't be nice for him. What do you think?
Go on, Ken.
All right. Well, I think the thing with Dillian White is that Dillian White is quite remarkable to the extent that when you look at him, his physique 5 years ago, his physique wasn't an athlete. His whole boxing, in terms of like his stance and his footwork, was just unbelievable. Yet he was still winning fights. And then now he's a more polished fighter. Dillian White is probably up there at the top table. He's probably the fourth best heavyweight in the world for me.
He is, mate. All right, this is it now. This is where it's kicking off, isn't it? Turn it around, Thompson.
That's.
Do you know what, mate? This is what British fans bring. You know, and I'm a bit gutted that these big fights are going abroad, especially like the ones to Saudi, Ken.
Money talks in boxing. You've got to realise it's a short career, and the thing about it is that what you're finding now is because of places like like
I don't know if
Saudi
you can
Arabia,
get
Qatar,
this on the.
we can hear everything. We can hear everything.
Terry, I want you to hit the chorus, mate. I want you to hit the chorus, Terry. Right? Otherwise we're bringing you back. Go on, Tell.
Here he is. He's coming.
Hey, Caroline.
So good.
Fucking hell. I am jealous.
Honestly, it's electric, boys.
Is it really, mate? You know, are they out then? Can you see them?
No, we're just waiting for the announcement.
Is it a buffer?
No, Buffer's with he's with Duzan, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not with Dukes. What's his name?
Jimmy Lennon Jr.
It's not the Jimmy Lennon Jr. What's that?
Yeah,
what's that one? Is that It's Time? Is that
that's the one? Yeah, that's the one.
That's a bit of a rip-off, isn't it? It's Time. It's like when you
showtime.
No, it's like when you go to buy Coke and you end up with cola, isn't it? When you get him, it's time. Come on, mate. It's not.
But you know what it is like, Lev, is we're so used to seeing them watching boxing on Sky Box Office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, Tell can't hold a note, can he? Jesus Christ.
Can't save my life.
Think to save his life.
Here we go, we're getting all the videos on the big screens now, boys, so it's definitely happening.
Mate, are they going to flash up the weights as they come up?
They normally do, yeah. And you
because this is good that we can get this and find out live what the weight's going to be whilst we're on air. That'll be nice.
Yep.
I mean, look, let's.
We've got George Foreman and Holyfield on the screen.
Yeah.
The Wilder now. They're showing the bombs that he's knocked people out with.
Mate, they got to show the Undertaker getting up in round 12, though.
They haven't showed that yet. They're just showing the bombs still that everyone is beat Deontay Wilder, and they're just showing it now.
I'll tell you what, that's an interesting subject. That's an interesting subject while we're waiting. Kenny, Terry, I love asking people this question because I was watching it at home. Talk me through your thoughts when you saw him go down, Tyson Fury, in that 12th round. Because for me, he was finished.
It was gone. It was over. The fight was over. I was expecting the referee to take his gum shield out and help him to the corner. When he got up, I thought, hang on, this isn't happening.
It's got to be the most dramatic ending to a fight I've seen.
The thing is, boys, if you look at Tyson Fury when he's laying on that canvas, his eyes were all over the place. They was rolling all about and everything. If you actually watch the video and slow it down, his eyes were all over the place, and he didn't actually get up until count 7. So he only had 3 seconds to get himself up. It was unbelievable, boys. It's unbelievable.
Has he got the capacity to get up again if he lands another one on him?
It's life or death, mate. It's the biggest fight of his career. He's got to get up. Well, it depends. It's about your mind, isn't it? Your body. If your body says no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much your head on point. You're knocked out. You're knocked out.
Mate, my body would have said no on the ring walk, mate.
Trust me. I will never get in a ring with Deontay Wilder.
And that's what I was saying earlier, boys. You know what I mean? That's why I think I think he might have a bit of fear factor in him. Wilder, just for the pure simple fact is I think he gave him everything that he had with that punch last time, and he was doing his little shimmy, blowing kisses on the camera, thinking that it was lights out, game over. He's knocked Fury out, and who's it? Hold up, boys.
Is that Fury coming out?
I don't know. There's people behind the black curtain, which we could see. I thought he was coming out over the other side, but it looks like.
Terry. While we're waiting, I think you're right, mate. Because Why else would Wilder go that extra weight? He's obviously really worried, right? That is a major thing for me. Can you hear me?
Right, here we go, boys. We're getting the announcement now. We're getting the announcement.
All right, let's listen up.
Yes, listen up.
Hey, hey!
Only an Essex lad would go, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi! Oi, oi!
6'9".
Yes, it's Tyson.
Go on, the Fury.
Go on, Tyson.
It's coming out, boys.
I'll tell you what.
He's out.
If Claude's there, can we go
He's
on this one screen, on Terry's screen? Can we zoom in on that?
He's on the other side of the ring, boys. He's just walking through.
Mental.
Everyone's going mental for him, boys.
I hope he doesn't sing, Tyson. Please don't let him sing.
Time Bandit says Claude should be in the ring to start the fight, and his catchphrase should be, "It's time to go!" That's not a bad shout, Time Bandit. I love that. Maybe that could be Claude. There's another job there for Claude. He'll make a living out of that. Easy.
He's just coming onto the stage now, boys. He's just literally on the stage. He looks in phenomenal shape, boys. He looks in phenomenal shape. He's giving the old punches. He's loving it. He's so relaxed. And I must say, in real life, he is a giant. He's a giant,
mate. He does. Do you know what the difference is with him this time around? Is he's staying match? He's staying quite ready most of the time, isn't he?
Can you hear the boos, boys? Can you hear the boos?
Oh, is that Wilder?
This is for Wilder.
So we're live in Vegas. We're live in Vegas. Home fighter, and he's being booed. Fury is being cheered, and Wilder's being booed on his own turf. Well,
this is unbelievable, boys.
Last time
Wilder
was
just in front of
Bruno fought Tyson all those years ago, where Bruno bought a load of British fans, and Tyson was like the home fighter with that. But it was like, I remember Tyson getting booed all those years ago.
Oh, Harry Carpenter. Get in there, Frank. It was that one, wasn't it?
Fury, boys, has got a cam stick, and he's got his own phone, and he's filming it.
He's as cash as, isn't he? God. He is supremely confident.
But I must say, boys, the boos he got there, it just goes to prove what I said earlier, that everyone here at the moment is all for Fury.
Well, Terry, I'm hearing you're all about booze while you're out there, mate, as well.
Listen, mate, as long as you're gambling, you get free booze. So what do you think I've been doing, mate?
Oh, my God, Jesus Christ. Mate, could you do a live cam when you're on the booze? That'd be hilarious.
This is mad.
What's that? Have they pushed each other yet?
I think they've just caught Terry on camera.
No, I think what's happening is that they're not allowed to have a face-off, is it? Because apparently, in case they injure themselves, because there's so much money riding on this.
Oh, man, I don't believe that for a minute.
The fans are just waiting. Who are you? They're singing, who are you? To Dente Wilder in his own backyard.
Wait, Terry, we said the budget only covered you. You've clearly taken some family members out there, mate.
Yeah. There's actually 9 of us.
I want a receipt when you get back.
I put it all on the company
Terry,
card.
you're not going to be... Terry, I take it at Arsenal Everton this Sunday.
Fury is...
The weight, is that the weight coming in?
The weight is coming in now, hold up. He's on the
Go on.
He looks in phenomenal shape, boys.
Can we have a drum roll, please?
£273.
273. That is heavy.
273.
That's 20 stone, isn't it?
Do you know what? He was 256, I think, in his last fight, weren't he?
No, that's 20 stone, mate.
But do you know what? I think it might be muscle, you know.
I was going to say that. Let's remember, muscle weighs heavier.
Hold up.
Muscle's not when you fight.
Hold up. The booze, honestly, is deafening, boys. Absolutely deafening. How much? Apparently, Dente Wilder is £42 lighter.
Lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Fury.
So
must be-
what's his actual weight? What's his actual weight?
Well, I was waiting for it to come up on the screen. I didn't catch it. Oh, listen, Fury.
No, Elijah, the fight is tomorrow, mate. Elijah, the fight is tomorrow. This is the weigh-in, by the way.
One Tyson Fury's been sitting out across around the stadium, boys.
Mental. So Fury's coming in at 276, which indicates to me he's fitter in the gym. He's done a lot more work. He's heavier, muscular. He's more muscular. Because you can't see.
They're having a face-off, boys. They're having a face-off, but there's barriers in between them. There's barriers in between them.
Barriers on a face-off?
Yeah. Barriers.
What is this, WWE?
They're going for it. They're going for it. Tyson's pointing at him. He's telling him off.
Who's winning the face-off, Terry? Talk me through it.
Fury is showing his stance.
Is he calling him?
Wilder is just standing there dancing, basically. But Wilder is getting in his head. You can see it. You see it. Wilder is just casually standing there whispering, but Fury is going for it, mate. I'm telling you, he's trying to get in his head. Yeah,
he did that last time, didn't he? And I think he is in his head. I mean, I'd love to find out what that actual figure for Wilder is, because 276, Wilder can't be lighter than he was last
boys.
time.
Just because it's on the screen or whatever, but I'm telling you, Fury looks in good shape to me. He ain't like fat or anything like that.
He does.
He looks in great shape.
Wilder fights his best between 15.5 and 16 stone. Anything heavier, it'd be pointless for Wilder.
Well, as I said, the heaviest he's ever been is 229, right? If he's coming heavier than that, see, for me, Fury could carry that weight, right? If he's more muscular, it doesn't matter. It means he's stronger. But you've got to bear that in mind. Maybe he'll carry more power.
Fury is sticking both his middle fingers up at Wilder. Just standing there with both his middle fingers up at him. He is really talking. Really talking.
Behave, time bandit. Behave. Be nice. Yeah.
What's he said?
Oh, just looking at these. They're quite funny. I was just saying.
Listen to the crowd. Tyson's going for it, man.
If Fury is heavier, is heavier, that means he's more solid, which means this time he might carry more weight in his shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because
that's it, boys. The fighters have going off there.
Okay, so
we've I love you guys. I love you like me new brother. But I'm going down in battery.
All right, Kenny, it was a pleasure having you, mate.
I need to go with all Liv.
And it was a pleasure having you, Terry. Thank you for doing that. Keep an eye out for Boardroom Bants. Thank you, Claude, for having us on Goonerclaude TV. That's Terry. I'm a Gooner. That's Kenny Ken. We all know who he is. I'm at Lavanja. Keep an eye out for Boardroom Bants. And if one thing I would like to say. It beats talking about Kroenke and shouting about Kroenke out, doesn't it? That's what we're talking about, Kenny. And that's what we're trying to do. If you boys want to talk about sports, talk about mental health in men, talk about anything to do with lads, that's what we're going to be doing. So give us ideas. Again, you're always welcome.
I need to go now, yeah?
Terry, thanks for coming, mate. And thanks for everyone who's been listening. Take care, Kenny. Take care, Terry. See you later, mate.
Take it. Good talk.
Cheers, mate.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that broadcast. And back tomorrow with more footy chat. Take care, everyone.